Hello, hello. We'll be going over this sped up version of the trip from Colomitos Beach all the way to Boca de Tomatlan. It's a hike through the jungle. You start off here by Colomitos. You can go the other way around, of course. Here we're just showing it going back. Here you can see that people were working on the trail down from the hill. That was because this was shot in December of 2021, and in August of 2021 there was a very strong storm, and these trails were affected by the rain. So here we're seeing a few shots on the way up the hill, going towards Boca. It's rather steep here in the beginning, and without the trail in good conditions, it's a hard hike. There were a few people arriving at the beach at the time. This is the highest point in the trail. I'd say this hill right before going down to Colomitos. You can see it's relatively green. It's December is one of the, or after the rainy month, so the jungle had rain and is green. I've gone over this trail in the summer months, and it's much drier, less leaves, much more sun and heat. So it's a good month to visit Colomitos, to do it in November, December, when the jungle is still green and there's protection from the sun. The trail itself is not that long. Even with the main bridge gone, the hike itself is no more than 2.2 kilometers, 1.4 miles. Here we're about to arrive at the edge of the sea. You can see one of the things I noticed on this trip more than other times are these wired out areas. So it does look like it might be developed soon, and maybe this trail won't be available in the future. Just a heads up. You can see those. There's another one of those wires. Take care with the barbed wires. Some people have mentioned that there are coral snakes in the jungles here. I've never seen a snake on the trail, but those that have seen them would recommend that you use closed shoes or hiking boots if you're going to go through the jungle. So take that into account. I've never had any encounters, but you never know. Might be unlucky. Here we arrived already at the edge of the bay. This is the first house on the edge here. And the trail becomes a little easier here because it's a trail used by the people that live in the area. So here we arrived by the edge of the sea. There's like a little jetty here, and I was happy to see some sea urchins. Then right here around the corner is the Colomitos Lookout. It's a nice place to stop along the way. It's sort of halfway, the halfway point of the hike. So in this case, we're arriving at Boca de Tomatlan. This is already the bay area, and the trail is in good shape. This is a villa by the edge here. For people, well, it's a common way to do it. You go from Boca hiking to Colomitos, and then from there you take a water taxi from Colomitos back to Boca de Tomatlan. It's about a little over a kilometer and a half, 1 mile in a water taxi. It's a cheap trip, and it's much faster. And plus you've been on the beach maybe all day and feel a little relaxed and don't want to do the hike. Well, Opanga, a water taxi, is a good option. for returning. So you can return to Boca de Tomatlan, maybe even take all the whole way up to Playa de los Muertos. You can see the Orcones River. The Orcones River ends in the sea here by Boca de Tomatlan. This is the same river that goes through Vallarta, the Vallarta Botanical Gardens, and Chico's Paradise upriver. We're seeing the beach area here that's cut in two by the river itself. It changes, it evolves over time. Sometimes it'll be more in a straight line. In this case it was like a little bit dislocated. This is, I think, the best side for sunbathers and people that like swimming, because there aren't so many water taxis. You can see that the local water taxis and the local fishermen park their boats in this estuary area that's formed by the river before it ends in the sea. At the time, December 20, and this was December 13th, the normal pedestrian bridge over the river was gone. It had also been taken away by the storm that came through in August 2021. We're about to arrive right beside Villa Pacifica. Was the place where the bridge ended, right there. It's gone. So you have to continue walking along the edge, at least at the time, to another bridge further up the river, which is stronger, and it survived the storm. So we're just about arriving there, and it's right here to the left. It's a hanging bridge, but a stronger structure, and withstood the storm. Plus it's higher up. Okay, so we're here on the other side of the river. This is what's known as Calle Pelícanos, which then edges along the new little malecón. Well, it's not new anymore, but it's relatively new. The malecón of Boca de Tomatlan. Seapan, those are in charge of the water and the water treatment. Here's the end of the malecón. Walk in here. And this is the little malecón that was inaugurated some 5 years ago or something. And that would be the end of the hike. It's about 40 minutes. It took about 40 minutes. It'll depend on your speed, if you stop along the way, and so on. It can be longer or shorter. But like to go very fast. This is the water taxi side of the beach with the pier there. And this is going up Pelícanos towards the highway, just to show the last part where you arrive in the buses. The public transport arrives right here on this curve. You can see one of the buses arriving there. Okay, so that's the sped up version. Hope you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe and like it and comment. Thank you very much. Bye bye.